What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to another podcast, Legacy Move Gas Station Podcast, man. Make sure before we get started, make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and make sure that y'all hit that notification bell so we can always keep in tune with the notifications and the new podcasts that are coming out. How's everybody doing, man? Did you get your 3 W's today? Did you get your 3 W's today? Did you get your 30 minutes word? Did you get your 30 minutes of wisdom? Did you get your 30-minute workout? You know, this is the fueling ground for the mind, the body, the soul. So we got to get our word so we can fuel our mind, our soul. You got to get your 30 minutes wisdom so you can fuel your mind. And you got to get your 30-minute workout so you can fuel your body, man. Keep your strength up, man. Keep your health up, man. Health is wealth. Take care of yourself, man. Today in the podcast, we're going to be talking about the dynamic of the family. The dynamic of the family, man. And we're going to be talking about how the structure of a family should be. And I think that we have some miscommunication, especially in the black family. So I have two different perspectives. I'm finna call my best friend Viv, which I always call him on some of my shows, so we can dialogue and get two different perspectives on the family. I want y'all to make sure that y'all tap in. I want to make sure that y'all comment on this subject because this subject is very important, you know, and this is your foundation, and how you treat your family is how you're going to treat your business, your job, your relationships beyond your family, outside your business relationship, your social relationships, you understand me, and people you meet. And so you know different, know where you go. Who you are is who you are in every aspect of your life, and everywhere you go. So I'm going to call Viv up, and we're going to talk to him on the gas station and help us to dissect this family dynamic as we move through this journey to become better. Hello? What's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? What's going
Man,
on?
ain't too much, ain't no too much. We on the gas station, man. We back in the gas station today, man. And I just told them that we are tapping in, and we're going to talk about today in the gas station on the family dynamic. And so before the show started, me and my bro were talking, and we were talking about this because I talked to friend of mine last night. I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and I was telling, and she was asking me about how do I take care of my girl? I said, of course I do. I said, because I'm in control of the house, and I take care of the house, and it's important for me to be able to set the foundation of the house, and so I take care of the house. And so she told me, she was talking to me, she was telling me that she would never live with a man. Her man lives with her. And she would never live with a man because of the fact that, you know, she has 3 children, and she wouldn't want a man to have the ability to put her and her 3 children out. So she would rather a man come and stay with her in her home, and so forth and so forth on. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Just
good.
touching bases on the topic. I'm doing good, man. Doing good, man. Doing good, man. So let me ask you, before we get started on that topic, what is your viewpoint, basically, in a relationship wise, and before we even talk about the topic, what is your viewpoint and how the structure of what you would like your home to be like, hypothetically, if you were in a relationship with a woman?
Well, for me, I would like to, first of all, if I'm in a relationship and we're both renting, I would like to purchase the home together. That way we both have the equal amount of say so.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't always happen like that. And, I had to ask myself, how would I feel if I got with a woman and she had 3 kids and maybe she had a better situation than I had, and she was like, hey, would you want to move in here and get rid of your home or whatever, whatever the case may be. And, I had to think about that. And I would be open to that. But it would depend on a few things. It would depend on how well we get along. It would depend on her temperament. It would depend on a lot of things. But I wouldn't rule it out. So,
Okay.
But as long as, I don't care if I stay with you or you stay with me.
Nah.
As long as we know how to work through conflict,
Right.
and we're not too hotheads, I would be okay with either way.
Okay.
That's just my take on it. Now, I do agree with what the young lady had told you about, she not wanting to move in with a man.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, she has 3 mouths that she has to feed and look out for.
Absolutely.
So you have to move different and think a little different. When you have 3, not 1, not 2, but 3.
Absolutely.
A little different. So go ahead.
Well, I totally disagree with her. Not even a little bit of disagree. And I'm gonna give you a story a while back, and I understand, and it taught me why I feel like I went. First of all, before I get to that story, I'm gonna tell you what I feel like the dynamic of a family. I believe that the worst thing that the black family is missing is what you call law and order. I think that everybody wants to be the chief in the house. Everybody wants to be the boss. And there's no accountability set because of there is no family structure. Everybody agrees, disagrees, no rules in place, no bylaws in place. And just like you said, everybody's equal. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a voice. I don't believe that that's so in a family or any other structure. You're not going to go on any job. You're not going to go in the military. You're not going to go in any structure in the world but the black family that agrees with that structure of doing business. When you go on the job, you got to lead people, supervisors, management, bosses. The reason why you have that is because of the fact that each level is accountable. So when the manager goes to his supervisor, who's in charge of 5 or 10 people, he doesn't go to each individual and say, hey man, why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do this wrong? He says, hey man, if you can't handle the people who you're in charge of, I'll put somebody else in place. He doesn't have time to go to each individual and chastise them for not doing what they're supposed to do. That's the reason why he puts this lead person in place or this supervisor in place to be able to control and be accountable for this group or this activity, amongst other things. And that's how all systems are designed. Even in the Bible, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, every single system in the world is designed under a hierarchy system. And I believe that in the black family, that where we go wrong is we move in with women. We live in situations, especially the black man, and the black man and the white woman are the most decile of all of black women. The most dominant are the black woman and the white man. And so, because they have broken us as black men so much that we are allowing, we're not taking charge of our situations, of our houses, of our communities, amongst other things. And as far as our home is concerned, I would never move in with a woman, and I would never allow a woman to take care of me, and I would never put myself in a situation where a woman has say over me. Now, do I respect a woman's opinion? Of course. But under God's law, we have a structure and a pyramid that we have to that makes the structure better. I'm gonna give you an example, and I'm gonna tell you an example of why I feel the way I feel, and why I understood why a man doesn't move in with a woman. I dated a woman for about 10 years off and on. We dated. I don't care who we messed around with, but we always kind of slipped and messed around. For years, we were always good friends, good friends. And so I ended up moving back to Atlanta when I moved back to Atlanta. And I ended up staying with her for a while because I was remodeling my house. So she was like, and I was staying in a hotel. And she said, come stay with me. And you come stay with me for a little while until your house gets done. I said, okay. And now this lady has been living in our house 10 years with her and her son. And I moved in her house. And when I went in her house, first thing I did, because I'm a personality, I went in there, hey, we need to be doing this. We need to be cleaning up. We need the bed made. We need to clean the kitchen up before we go to bed. And they had been living in the system, how they live for, forever. And I come in wanting to change the house up, and folks abide by my rules. And that ruined our relationship. Me and that girl I lived with her for about a month. Now, me and this girl have been great friends. I ain't talking about just good friends. We and her were great friends for at least 10 years or better. When I moved in there, I lived with her for 1 month, and me and that girl have not talking ever again since I left. And not only that, when people move in with people lose best friends by living together. And so it has to be a system in place why a woman should move in with a man and not a man move in with a woman. And we're going to talk about that system, what you just talked about her living with her not wanting to move in because she has 3 kids. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with you. Because when he moves in with her and her 3 kids, guess what? He gonna have to follow her rules, and if he don't follow her rules, guess what her kid gonna do? Whip his ass or kick his ass, and he is never gonna be the man that he wants to be, because he jump at his wife or say something to the girl. Guess what? The 3 kids want to kick his ass. You ain't gonna come up in here running nothing. You ain't gonna come up here running nothing, nigga. Shit, we been doing this here. So a man, so when she moves in there with her 3 kids, let me say, she has to do what everybody doesn't want, especially the black woman doesn't want to do. Has to let her guards down. She has to become vulnerable because she knows that now she can jeopardize her home and with her 3 kids, if she is combative or she is not in agreement. But that's the reason why I also talk, but then that's another show. I talk about, really developing that relationship first and understanding the position of the home. But the man has to be able to, if you want a man that is security, because a woman looks for security, safety, amongst other things, a man has to be able to be put in that position. And I'm not talking about just bravado, because a man that is docile to a woman or submissive to a woman because he live in a woman's house with her kid, and he provides security by wanting to kick somebody's ass. That's not, I don't consider that. And that's the only way he can respond is by lashing out, by toughness or bravado or bullying, or want to show his strength by, ain't nobody coming up in his house messing with us, so I'm gonna kick his ass, I don't really consider that as security. I believe that a man has to be thoughtful about his approach and his pursuit in protecting his family. Share with me what you think about what I'm saying.
I totally disagree.
Okay,
I totally
okay.
disagree.
All right, talk to me.
And let's talk about, and you know, it is a slippery slope when you're dealing with step kids or you're dealing with a woman that has children already. It's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
You know, and of course we both know that, you know.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna use you as a quick example.
Use me as a quick example. Okay.
You're in a relationship now
Yep.
with a woman that has another child,
Right.
and y'all have a great relationship.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you why y'all have a great relationship. Your relationship is great because of the woman. She's a good woman. She's taught him well. She's taught him how to respect his elders, respect adults, and
But
she's
I'll-
taught him how to be.
Absolutely. But let me say this
You
too.
know,
She's
and
also
then, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Also, she's submissive. I don't have to. She fits in. We work cohesively together. She allows me to lead, and then this is most important. My stepson that lives with me, she allows me to be a father to him.
Absolutely.
She doesn't. Hey man, you
That's
can't
the
say
point
nothing to
I'm
my
trying to make.
child and
That's
all
the-
of this here.
that's the
She
point I'm
has.
trying to make to
But
you.
another point I'm trying to make to you, she has submitted to the program in the house, and she also makes her son follow my rules and follow my lead also.
You making my point.
So how do you do that at her house?
I'm trying to get
Okay,
there.
so how do you
I was
do
trying to
that?
get there.
All right,
What I'm saying, hold on. What I'm saying is
let me
it
talk to
starts
me.
with her. That's what I'm saying. It starts with her.
So how do you go
It
in a
starts
house
with
that's
her
been?
teaching.
So how do you go in a house that's established and rules that have been established through her, and go in there and you want to go change the rules and tell them how you want to shit?
Well, no, that's my point.
Okay,
That's my
talk to
point.
me,
You
talk
can't
to
go
me.
nowhere and just run and change something. Can you go the first day on the job and change something? No, you can't. There's nowhere you can go in somebody else's job, else's establishment, and say, "Hey, I'm gonna change stuff today."
I'm gonna tell you how you
So
can
no,
do it. I'm gonna
so-
tell you how you
so-
can
so-
do that.
hold on.
I'm gonna tell you how you can. Yes, you can.
I'm telling you, you can't come in there into nobody's job. This is my first day at Starbucks. I'm gonna change every rule at Starbucks.
Okay, are you the manager? But
Whipped cream in the coffee.
all right, let me see what
I don't
position.
care
Are
who
you
you
the
are.
manager or are you the subordinate?
I don't care who you are. You're not coming and changing
Absolutely not. Because the reason why they hired you as the
That's my
manager,
point to you.
as they hired you for the leader, is because either the ex-leader had left, or they needed to put in place a new leader to change the dynamics of the place. So if they ain't cleaning up, if they dirty, hey, it's a new sheriff in town. But if you go in there if you go in there as just a worker bee, if you go in there and move in as, like you say, as a B and not an A, and now you gonna go in there and follow her rules just like everybody, and you gonna have to become immerse yourself in what the culture is already in the house. Absolutely.
Okay, so let me make it quick. And I just said to myself, you know, I'm very always talk to him.
You better say.
If I'm dating a woman,
Okay.
and we're talking about moving in, and I go over to her house, and I see the goddamn kids are lazy.
Right.
I see the beds ain't made.
Mm-hmm.
I see dishes in the sink. I see a bunch of things that I know would be an issue for me. Then you are absolutely right. That's not a good fit for me. I should not be moving in with this woman. Now, if I go over there and I see a neat house, I see respectable kids, you know, I see a woman who isn't headstrong, who actually listens to my ideas, I listen to her ideas, we work in a partnership, that might be a better situation for me. So what I'm saying is, you know what you're getting into. Not a lot of times, you know what you're getting into before you get into it. A lot of times we do things out of desperation. We do things hoping we can change people, and that's not the way to go into things.
Mm-hmm.
You go into things looking at things exactly for what they are. If she's a woman that doesn't clean up, then guess what? When you move in, she's not going to clean up. If she's a woman that does clean up, when you move in, she's going to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to say, what I'm trying to say is we just need to look at things, as a whole and make a decision and make the right decision. Mm-hmm. And to me, I think you're more biased for the man. You're more biased of the man. You have more, you're older and you have more of the old school ways and mentalities. When things are different now, man. Things are different. Women are of power, they're in power, they're making money. A lot of households, they making the money. And, and things are their way. And, I think for me, I would more or less if I can work with you and we can, because at the end of the day, it's not about what I say is right all the time or what she says is right all the time. And sometimes she'll overrule me and sometimes I'll overrule her. It just depends on what it is. Because her knowledge about some stuff is gonna be, she's gonna have more knowledge than me about some certain things. I'm gonna have more knowledge on her about certain things. So it's all about knowing what I don't know, being smart enough to know what I don't know, and backing down and letting her, because sometimes she's gonna be right on some stuff, and I'm gonna have to, eat a little crow and do it her way. And I don't have no problem with that. I have no problem with doing that. So I just think, you have a bias side of that, bias taking. It's more or less, I'm the man and you move in with me and, basically it's going to be the way I want it to be. And it's not always like that nowadays. Maybe when our parents was growing up and their parents was growing up, it's a little different back then. But now it's just not like that anymore, Nick. Things are different now. Like I say, you have all kind of different, women are making money. Women are, they're doing a lot more. And, this is what it is. So I just feel like I agree with her. I agree with her, and I agree with everything she said. And you let her know I agree with her.
Well, she gonna hear it because she gonna hear the video. She gonna see the video.
I agree with her. I'm on her side.
See, I believe that, and once again, everything you said, I don't agree with none of that. I mean, ultimately, if she tells me something good, and I feel like that will be more beneficial to us, I will make the final decision to say, all right, we're going to do it like that. Because that is the best decision. But I mean, that is the best, hold on. That's the best route that we need to take because we have but I make the ultimate decision in the end on this is the route we're gonna take because let me tell you something. I'm a true believer as a man, whether we succeed or we fail. I'm totally responsible for the decision, the failures, or the successes of the house. I'm not gonna be like, well, she made the decision, so it was her fault. No. All the faults. Let me finish. No, it's not our fault. It's always the leader's fault. If the supervisor, if something happens in that group, and you the manager, hey man, well they was in there messing up, man. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. Hey bro, I don't want to hear that. I put you responsible for them if you can't manage them, and then I'm going to put somebody else in place. And yeah, it may be some people who give you great ideas and great decisions to do certain things, which I totally agree with that. And as a woman that is supposed to be an equal, is supposed to be with a yoke, which a yoke is two people that are like-minded and equally share the load. But ultimately, I believe that it's three levels to the family. It's the head, it's the nucleus, and it's the children. And the man is the head, the woman is the nucleus, the woman is the center of the home. You understand me? And the woman has to trust you as a man to lead the home. And the woman take care of the home. The woman organizes the home. The woman keeps structure in the home. And the man protects, guides, makes final decisions, and also makes sure that any successes or any failures that he handles. And that's his job as the provider, the father, as the lead of the home. I'm not giving no woman the position to make final decisions. Now, she may give me a good decision that I say, all right, we're going to go with that one versus mine. I like that idea better than my idea. But even if we fail, I ultimately made the decision to say, hey, we used her idea, but I'm not going to blame her. Say, hey, we used your idea, so it was your fault. This shit didn't work. No, even if it doesn't work, I still take onus because I made the final decision to say, hey, you gave me a great idea that I chose to use that decision, but as the leader and as the head, I still take accountability for the for the result of the decision. Whether the result was bad, it was my fault because you gave me the idea. I like the idea, but the shit did fail. So I'm still responsible for it because I chose to go with that decision. I ain't gonna be like, hey, yo, we used your shit. We used your decision. That shit didn't work. I knew that shit wasn't gonna work. Go with mine no. That's the reason why that accountability is so important. And that's what understanding the dynamic of the family is so important. It should be structured like every other structure in the world. And it's not that she's not going to give you good decisions that you're going to, hey, that's a better decision than the one I chose to make. And so we're going to roll with that decision, but I chose to go roll with that decision and because I like the decision made more sense than my decision. And you want a woman who going to give you some good game plans and some good and some good, but ultimately, say for instance, she gave me a good decision, but I like my decision better. I'm gonna go with this decision, and this is gonna be the final decision. And so I'm going to be the one who makes that final decision because I'm head of that household. Because if it fails, then I'm also responsible. If I chose my decision, if it fails, I'm also responsible for that. If I chose her decision, if it fails, I'm also responsible for
that.
that.
Partnership. You don't want a partnership here.
No. I want a team.
Partnership.
A partnership and a team
has
a partnership and a team. What team doesn't have members? What team doesn't? You can't tell me this is the only. That's the only team that don't have no members. It's just everybody's is in charge.
But because a team wins together, loses together, and it's nobody's fault. We lost as a team.
No, I don't believe that.
But see, let me.
I don't believe that. I don't. Then where's the accountability? Who's accountable?
We all are accountable.
So it's everybody's fault.
That's it's everybody's fault. No. As a team, we all are accountable.
Absolutely.
That's how it works, see? That's how a team
works. It ain't no everybody's fault. It ain't no everybody's fault. It's my fault. In this particular situation, in the home, in this home, it's gonna always be my fault.
No, I'm not gonna.
It's gonna always be my fault.
It's not gonna always be my. It's gonna be our fault.
It's gonna always no. It ain't gonna be our fault. It's gonna always be my fault.
And so guess what? When we win, guess what? We won, and when we lose, we lost.
When we win
as a team, we make decisions as a team. We're gonna lose as a team. When we win as a team.
When we win, Tom Brady holds up the goddamn trophy, man. Everybody don't hold up the trophy, man. You understand me? The water boy, even though he gets a ring, he don't hold up the trophy, man. You understand me? Even though
everybody get a ring.
But guess what? Everybody got a position to play, and everybody know who's in charge, who's lead, and everybody know who is responsible for what.
But it
And
ain't no
and
different than you and
and
I in
and
a
like I
partnership.
told you, the woman has her responsibility. Now we're not negating the woman's responsibilities or the woman's. It's just as important as the man
Mhm.
because the woman is the nucleus of the home, and the man chases the woman. The woman doesn't. The woman is not supposed to chase the man. But I'm gonna tell you what the woman is supposed to have. The woman is supposed to have what I call the vision of the home. The
Okay.
woman should have the vision of the home. The woman should see the vision of the home, and the woman should, when she picks a man, she shouldn't pick a man because of good dick or because he got a bunch of money, or she should pick a man based off her vision, and she should be able to pick a man based off of her saying, all right, I'm going to trust this man to lead us because I see that he had the same vision that I have, and I trust him and I give him the keys to the car to take us to where we're trying to go. And even if he fails, say he fails or he doesn't make it, or he makes a few detours, or he makes a few bad decisions along the way, a woman has to trust him to, even though he does do that, and that he's going to ultimately take us to and get us to our final destination. Somebody has to lead, and that's where we're missing because nobody wants leadership. Everybody's equal. Everybody this. Everybody, everybody's just as important, but everybody has a position to play. Everybody is designed to submit themselves to something. The man submits himself to God. The woman submits herself to men, to her man, and the children are, and the woman is ultimately the head of the children. That's why the women took care of the children while the man went out and worked
That's
and
outdated,
took care of
Nick.
the
That's
business
outdated. That's
and took care of the
outdated.
business.
You too outdated.
No, it
It
ain't
don't work
that.
like that
It
no
ain't.
more. This is
It
modern.
does.
You have modern women.
You
You
have
have
it
modern
right,
women.
right, and these modern women are fucked up, and these modern
And
women
I'm
are
trying
fucked
to
up.
I'm moving everybody. It's different.
These
And that's what I'm
modern
trying to
women
tell you.
are strictly looking for friends with benefits. These
Nick,
modern women are strictly looking for
Nick, you
niggas that
have to
they can
move
that
with the
they can that they
time.
can that they can that they can that they can that they can boss around. They
You
call
have to
they
move with the
call
time.
feminists, man.
You have to move with the time. What it
What
sounds like right now, you're not moving with the time.
you got to move
You
it.
have to move with the time.
It's
Guess
certain.
what?
Let me tell you something. It's
Guess,
certain
guess, guess,
structures.
guess, guess what?
It's certain
The grass, the
structures. It's
corn.
certain structures. Why is the black? Okay, let me ask you this question. Why is the black family the only structure that doesn't have structure? And why do you believe that now having structure that everybody should just agree and compromise and that's how we supposed to move?
I
And
believe family should have structure.
everybody's fault. Everybody glories. Everybody's fault. Is it the
No,
children's fault
I
too?
believe we should have. No, I believe we should have structure. Like I say, I'm not
What's the
looking to
structure?
dictate.
What's the
What you mean?
structure?
What's the
What's the
structure?
structure? What's the structure?
The
You
structure
letting her
rules in the
do you
house,
let
Dominic.
she's just as powerful as you. Where's the structure?
That don't mean we don't have no structure because we on the same
Okay,
accord. When
that's
it
why
comes
I'm
to
asking you. What's
kids,
the structure?
when it
I done
comes to
gave you the
finances,
structure. What is your
okay,
structure
I'm giving
besides that?
you. I just
Everybody make
we
decisions.
on.
Everybody's fault.
Listen, we're on the same accord. Guess what? We're right in front of everybody. And if guess what? If we're wrong in front of everybody, we right in front of everybody. We on 18.
So
We're a
everybody's
team.
everybody's the quarterback in your house.
No. I'm talking about me and my wife or my fiance, or girlfriend, whoever. If we
All right.
living together and we are building for something, it's no dictatorship. It's no my word is the best word. It's no. Because it might be a subject that she might know way more than me on, and she say, "Hey, baby, let's do it this way." All
Absolutely.
right, baby. You know what? Baby, let's go. Or
It,
I might say, "Hey, I've done this with you. Let's go and do it this way." All right, let's go. So, and guess what? If we fail, guess what? We fail, baby. It's okay.
so how do you handle it when
Baby,
y'all
it's
fail?
okay.
But I knew we should have did it the other way. It's
Well,
your fault.
no.
Well,
It's
you
nobody's
made the
fault.
decision, so it's your fault.
That's not how
I
a
should
team
have
works.
went with my first mind.
You
Is
know,
that how you do it?
that's not how a team works.
Oh, okay.
A
Well,
team,
how do you do
a
it?
dysfunctional team works that way.
All right. Well, we gonna take an L
A
together.
good team.
We gonna take an L together, baby. It's everybody's fault.
When have you heard a good mate? When have you heard a good teammate get up and point at the finger? He's gonna either say, "Hey,
I'm gonna tell you the
we
teammate
lost
I
as a
like the
team."
teammate. I like when Tom Brady and them get home and say, "Hey man, I take onus of this loss. As me being the team leader, I take full responsibility of this loss. I'm not gonna allow our team to lose anymore because I'm taking responsibility for this loss." As a team leader, I'm not going to, what's his name, Aaron Rodgers, point fingers at my receivers. Oh, well, he missed the ball. See, he wasn't blocking well. I don't like that kind of leadership. I like Tom Brady. I'm going to take a full ownership of this loss, and I'm not going to allow my team to go. And if my team want to play like, I'm getting rid of them. I'm getting rid of them. I like that style. I don't like that Aaron Rodgers. Oh man, if he he didn't run his route right, and that's the reason why we lost.
Yeah, you don't want to do the finger point. I wish.
I don't like that kind of leadership. I ain't with that. I'm with the leadership. Hey, this my fault. This my family. I'm a man. This my family. No. This my family. I'm the head of this family. I'm the boss of this family. Even if I like her idea better. And I choose to use her idea over my idea because she gave us a better idea as a family, as a team. We sharing ideas. But ultimately, I'm going to make the final decision. I'm going to say, all right, I like your idea. We're going to use your idea because your idea was a great idea. But if we fail, guess who's fault? I'm going to still, as the head, as the leader of my family, going to say, it was my fault. It wasn't my wife's fault. It wasn't my, because ultimately I could have used my decision. We could have did something else, or we could have consulted somebody else, or we could have used my decision. But ultimately, I chose that decision because I thought that was the right decision, and I'm gonna take full onus of that, despite where the idea came from. Despite it came from my wife, it's still my fault because I could have chose the other decision.
Yeah. And like I said, that's fine. I mean, if you want to take ownership of the loss or the child or whatever, but that's fine. But like I say, in my house, we're gonna make decisions and we're gonna lose as a team and we're gonna win as a team. And we're not gonna finger point, period. It's not gonna be anybody's fault.
So if it's nobody's fault, who's accountable? Where's the accountability in your house?
The partners are. We're partners. We both are accountable. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying we both are accountable.
So everybody's the Indian. Everybody's the chief. I mean, no Indians.
I'm talking about in my relationship.
In your relationship, everybody's chief, no Indians.
If we are in partnership, it's no different.
Is there any Indians or is everybody chief?
You didn't hear that. It's no different if I was a partner of Legacy Towing.
You part of Legacy?
If I was a partner of Gas Station Podcast, and we decided to invest in a new tow truck. And guess what? We invested, $50,000 in a new tow truck, and guess what? The tow truck didn't work out. I'm not gonna say, hey man, we both took a loss. We lost equally. No.
And guess what? Every one of my employees gonna say you're a damn lie. And guess what? And guess when my employees hit somebody, damage claim, tear the truck up, tear somebody's car. I wish your system worked. Hey man, we're gonna take it together. We're gonna take this lick together, man. We partners.
We're not talking about employees. I'm talking about a partnership. We're not talking about employees.
Those are partners. Those are partners. Every system. Once again, every system is designed under a hierarchy system. I've never seen a system where everybody was equally in the same position. Even the husband and wife shouldn't be equally in the same position. The wife has her position, and the husband has his position to play. The wife has her position as the nucleus of the home, as the wife, and the husband has his position to play as the husband.
That's fine. You're still a team.
All of them are teams. There's a kicker on. It's a kicker on the team. It's a kicker on the team.
Okay.
It's your 10th man on the bench on the team.
We still a team.
But that don't mean that he is equal to LeBron James.
Well, no, you saying something different now.
No,
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
using that as an example, and I'm
No,
speaking
that's not what I'm
hypothetically.
saying.
What I'm trying to explain to you is no team that everybody's equal. If everybody was equal, everybody should get paid the same.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So I'm saying, how is you got the only team that everybody gets paid the same?
No, that
Has
ain't
the equal
see, this is what
responsibility?
you do. This is what you do when I get you.
No, I'm asking you how you just said that you and your wife have equal responsibility, equal benefits, equal pay.
No, I said with partnership. That means we're gonna make decisions
Partnership.
together. We're
That
gonna win together. We're gonna lose together. That's all I'm saying. We're a partnership. When I know, that's not
so
only
so
the
so so
not
so
my
so
wife.
the, so the husband is equal with the wife, in your opinion.
I want a partnership. That's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't ask you that. You know, the husband is equal with the wife. What is the wife's duties to you then?
What you mean? What the wife? What is the wife?
What is the wife do? What is the husband do? We'll go with your duties. What is your duties as the husband man, as the man of the house?
And guess what?
What is your duties as the man of the house? You didn't answer.
What's my duties as a man of the house?
As the man of the house.
To protect.
Protect.
To provide.
To provide.
Uh,
No leadership.
Definitely.
No, ain't no leadership in that. Everybody's leader. Everybody's leader in your house. You goddamn, you stutter like a motherfucker. Ain't no leadership in your house. Jesus Christ.
We all the leaders over here, man.
Everybody's the leader at your house.
Everybody's the leader over
Yeah,
here.
damn. The girl must be sitting next to you, man. Good God. She must be sitting next to you.
He said she must be sitting next to you.
She must be sitting next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's good. That's good dialogue, man. I'm glad, this is good
Absolutely, man. Hey, man, it's Legacy Talk. Hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure this is one of my best friends, man. We love to agree to disagree. We love to challenge each other on subjects, and basically, we both had to play devil's advocates on this particular subject because we wanted to share both sides and see how different dynamics of the relationship and how we can be effective in either way, whether we agree with it or not. You understand me? This Legacy Moves Gas Station Podcast, man, fueling ground for the mind, the body, and the soul, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure that y'all comment on this. Make sure that y'all get in the subject of this because what happens in your home, what happens in your family, you take out, and this is how you display your life to the world. This is your life. This is where you start your day off. This is where your home and your relationships at home, your serenity is where you take to every area of your life, and how your family dynamic is how your work dynamic and every other dynamic of your life is. You can't be a shitty scumbag or, like you said, dictator or A or B personality at home and think that you're going to be different somewhere else you go as you establish relationships. Our relationships are based off of your practices, your learning, and the way you develop in your house, man. Y'all think about what we talked about today because it's important, especially for the black family, because we need structure in our black families, man. We need structure in our homes, man. And if we start getting structure in our homes, and I may be going to some extremes with my perspectives. He may be going to some extremes with his perspective. But ultimately, like he said, we have to learn to work together, and we have to be cohesive, and we have to work as a team versus as opponents, or always challenging or trying to circumvent or be the boss over everybody, or be the ruler over everybody. And neither one of us agree with being the ruler over each other, but we do have a disagreement on who is accountable for the home. But ultimately, all of us are accountable for the home. And ultimately, all of us are accountable for our own individual happiness, man. Legacy Moves, Gas Station Podcast. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share. And make sure that y'all give us a thumbs up, man. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. And we are out.